Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Offense working from the pistol. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Using his feet. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first. He'll
pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Looking to pass on second down. They're working that left side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Here comes the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shelton. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Line gets set, first down. On the move, it's Collins. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. The Blue Devils want to move quickly. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Just when they're looking run, now up top. Grabbed over the middle, it's Howell. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback will keep it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. And the Gamecocks get enough to move the chains. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it out. It's Shelton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the Blue Devils get it past the sticks.
Got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Collins. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Wide out in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Now on second down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On third down, going up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Shelton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Duke! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touch. He lobs one high down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points That's at a premium.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Shelton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here comes the offense on second down. Touch pass on the run. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Offense in a split backfield. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And the Blue Devils get the first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shakes off the tackler. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Duke. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab inside the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
South Carolina, 21. Ready
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. On the option. Now the toss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
At the 34-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He wants to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harbor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. These corners backing off a bit. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off at the goal line.
And that is a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Coleman.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up
all kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. A 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bennett. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Now on the move. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Blue Devils will try to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll try the run. Running through contact. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Motion from the offense. The snap sets up the throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, South Carolina, 29.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this,
off he goes. The 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
South Carolina, 36.
Fair catch, called for and made. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Right.